In the land of digital gold, TA with TI Joey Bold. Charts light up as we unfold. Trust the signals, watch it grow. Technical analysis with trade intuition. Every move like a seasoned magician. Crypto life, no intermission. Piper Academy Network, the mission.
All right, guys, that's right. Piper Academy, that's where it's at. This is the Trade Academy portion of the Piper Academy Network. In 3, 2, and 1. There we go. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is your time. It's always time to make this money. So let's do it, guys. Let's make this money. My name is Joe, also known as Trade Intuition, where we show you how to successfully trade without all the complications of trading. I mean, trading is really as difficult as you make it. It truly is. If you use indicators, great. The only problem is using too many indicators all at once. Because you may have 10 things that say yes, 10 things that say no, then what do? Flip a coin? You know. Now, I strongly recommend if you do use indicators, study them. See what each one does. That way, it'll give you more weight in deciding, or actually helping you decide, whether you should enter, you should wait, or if you should, just sell. It just all depends. It all depends. Now, one thing that I strongly recommend, having a plan. You must have a plan when you're doing this crypto or trading in general. If you don't have a plan, you're going to trade on emotions, and an emotional trader is the absolute worst type of trader. If you agree, make sure to smash the like, subscribe to the channel. Of course, always have the notification bell on. We have 5 shows, guys, 5 shows on the Piper Academy Network, and all of them are truly amazing. A lot of really great traders here, a lot of just fantastic people that are in the alumni. So I strongly recommend, we do have a pinned message. If you're not a member of the Discord, I strongly recommend you get a membership. This by far has to be the lowest price with the most amount of just mentors. So if you're kind of wondering what the price is, well, check it out. Click on the link, see what it does. Of course, we do have a free portion in the Discord, but in the description of the video, you'll see where you can actually get a higher tier. And believe me, you will not be disappointed. Lots of great stuff in there. All right, let's go, guys. Let's go. We got BC Port Corp in the house. An extremely brilliant guy. Extremely brilliant. Of course, definitely check him out. There's plenty of shows, guys. Plenty of shows. There should be no reason why you do not make money this bull run. Now, when is the bull run? Good Lord, if you're tired of waiting for this bull run, you get into a coin, you hold it. If you're not making any money, you hold it for 3 days, 5 days, and you're at 40%. If you're tired of waiting, put a +1 in the chat. Put a +1. I would love to see if you're tired of waiting. If you enjoy this and you're continuously buying the dip or waiting for confirmation, let me know that as well. All right. Moving on, so we do have a BC Port Corp being first. I appreciate you greatly. We have Alexandra G in the house. Man, I'm so happy you're here. So happy you're here. If you have a YouTube membership, I would love for you to put some mod queens in the chat, because Alexandra G is truly the mod queen. I don't know. She might start a mob. I don't know what's going on. Let's see here. We do have the Dusty Hunt buying at 54.6. So that's where you have your entry. That is, man, if you hit, I hope you do, but then I hope you don't. But if you get, can you imagine getting it again at 54.6 for Bitcoin we're referring to? That would be, man, that'd be so amazing, because we all know where Bitcoin's going in the future. Now, this is a marathon. It's not a sprint. When we come into the game, we want it to be a sprint. We wanted to make money we want to be millionaires next week, next month. It has to be slow. And that's, in my opinion, that's when you truly appreciate all your gains. Now, granted, do I want fast money? Yes, of course. Who doesn't? But Bitcoin is the turtle of the race. And we all know about the story. The turtle does win, and the Bitcoin will win. It's winning. Are you kidding me? You know, just a few years ago, nobody was talking about Bitcoin. Now, you go to the stock market, you go to just the news in general, and you're having all these politicians talking about crypto, talking about Bitcoin. You have these countries talking about Bitcoin. You have everything really going with Bitcoin and crypto. It's finally making it, guys. It's finally making it, and we are still early. We are still so early. There's a lot of people that still don't know or trust crypto. All right. With that being said, let's see here. Going down the list. Definitely. Thank you, man. And smashing the likes. Smashing the likes. Appreciate you greatly. Patience equals profits. So true. That is truly spoken from the wisdom of somebody who's been in the game. Of course, when we come in, we want to get rich quick. And because of that, you will make poor decisions. You will make emotional decisions. And we all know what emotional traders do. They get wrecked. They get wrecked. All right. So here we go, guys. Let's go and get started. We are looking at crypto bubbles. This is on the daily time frame. Not looking good. Cardano went up. My alert went off on Cardano. I checked it, and it already moved too much for me to enter. And waiting for that retrace. So we'll see how that goes. If y'all want to check out Cardano or Tau or XCN, let me know. Let me know. Of course, we will write it down on my trusty notebook. And one thing I strongly recommend, guys, this is the Trade Academy portion of Piper Academy Network. So with that being said, there's a lot of things that I might say that you haven't heard of yet from other mentors, or there might be something that I say that may kind of be different, not so much contradict, but just different from other mentors. What I'd recommend, write it down. Not prove me wrong, but never trust what I say. Always verify. Write the stuff down. See if my theories work and backtest, not once or twice or 10 times, but over and over again. See if they work. I've done it. And I've done it thousands and thousands and even hundreds of thousands of times. I would say hundreds of thousands, multiple thousands of time. And that's why I trade the way I trade. I do not regurgitate stuff that I find on a website. There are some times where I'll refer to a website, but I show you what works as far as experience goes versus, looking and seeing what already happened. That doesn't help when you're in the trade. All right, moving on. Let's see here. Hey, we got Retro Mike Tech in the house. What's up, Retro Mike? Appreciate you, man, being here. Thank you so much. All right, let's see here. We do have this. Let me go ahead and zoom in a little bit. There we go. So today is the 11th, and, we had this already happen where the Fed Chair Powell testifies at this morning, 10 a.m. Eastern time. Then we had Trump speaking. Pump the market, guys. Come on. You can do it. Tomorrow, of course, we do have the CPI. And one thing that I recommend is strongly recommend watching the show. It's a new time at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday to Friday. Army Piper, he talks about the CPI. He talks about the PPI, why it's important. He talks about the upcoming FOMC meetings and everything else. Really brilliant dude, gives you the overall, and you have to, before I wouldn't pay too much attention to this stuff, but it is very important. Sometimes it moves the market, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it's already priced in, but just knowing this additional information, I believe it does help. All right, let's get to the charts. Let's go to the charts. Bitcoin, once again, it looks like it's possibly bouncing off of our zone, our bounce zone. It hasn't even come in it yet, but it's come really close, tapping it, then almost tapping it. If it does enter our bounce zone, I normally say crypto doesn't need to do stuff, but for the love of God, please, Bitcoin, bounce, bounce. Oh my gosh, bounce off of this zone. The lowest I want to see it, and I would feel comfortable, is if it goes between 93.4 and 92.8. I don't want to see it going lower than this. I really don't. Bounce, but don't do a very strong. Don't do this. I don't want to see this. This is dangerous. Seeing this is dangerous because what goes up is going to come down, and if you go up fast, it's going to come down kind of the same. So what I would like to see, I would like to see a bounce here, but the lowest is here, doing higher highs, higher lows, retracing at least 38 to 50% before continuing and breaking the high. That would be strong, healthy movement. Here, this was the other day where this is my thought process. We were here, come up, hopefully bounce off of at this time, the anchored VWAP that we had, then coming up, and also it corresponds to this as well, and break the high. And it did. And I saw this like, all right, good. Now we're starting to start the possible momentum of strength. I want to see this. We had a nice run up, small retrace, lots of buying wicks, lots of buying pressure. Then we came up, retested, came up again. Now it's looking good, breaking this level. Now all we need to do is pull back to about here, continue up, breaking this level. Continue the strength. What happened? Down, 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 fast. No bounce, no nothing. Tried bouncing here or off of our other anchored VWAP. Tried bouncing and came down. Here's our level that we don't want it to break on the 1 hour time frame. It did break it, and then now it looks like it's starting to go up. So last night I was talking and I was saying that because right here at this moment, the coins are starting to go up. I said, don't chase these coins, guys. Don't chase these coins. We've seen this a few times already, the past week, maybe 10 days, where the coins start looking like they're going to rally. Give it 12 hours. Give it 12 hours. See what happens. Sure enough, they all came down. Right now, I was in this one. I was in Jupiter. I entered it here once it broke our level, and it was doing great. It's on the 5-minute time frame. It was doing great. And of course, I go to bed or I do other stuff or whatever. And I'm thinking, okay, fine, you'll come down here and bounce up, continue going. And sure enough, boom, look at this. Ouch. Ouch, ouch. All right. See here, BC Pork Corp says, if we lose 88,177, I'm out on short-term holds and waiting on reentry. Yeah. Now, for me personally, if we do break, so here's my thought process. Let's go to a higher time frame, 4 hour. Here's my thought process. I want to see it bounce, and this is what I'm looking for. Now, if it breaks our trend line from the previous all-time high, it would put us right around this white level. Let's change this white level. Let's put this white level to a purplish color, which is 91.9. If it breaks this level, man, we have some, support resistance levels in here, but we are looking to potentially come down to here. This is the 382 level on this fib retracement. Let's see here. Where do I have the fib retracement? Right here. So the beginning of the move. If we go to a higher time frame, you can see it just a little bit better. Go on the daily. This is the lowest point of this sideways price action before the boom. I call this the boom. And sure enough, if we come over here to the 382, Piper saw a tweet, and I believe it was on the weekly or the monthly. I forget what it was already. But once they cross the 382, it's bear market. Don't want to see it. Don't want to see it. Now, if we do, you better believe we're going to be entering shorts up here once we cross this level. Could you do shorts right now? Sure, of course. You can do shorts whenever you want. But it's very dangerous doing shorts here because they can easily flip at any moment. We're just waiting, that pretty soon there's going to be a time where we just go up. But until then, right now, if you do shorts, the shorts usually, I'd say, play out within a couple days. This is longer term. This is a few weeks to maybe even a few months if we do break down. Now, one thing that we have to be aware of is the market makers are literally, playing with us right now. And if everybody starts going short, more than likely what they'll do is they'll dump the market just a little bit more so everybody can gain really big confidence and then do a reversal. Very fast reversal. So, kind of something like this, where prices will start coming down, 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 and then boom, come up. And before you even know it, you're either liquidated or stopped out. You think it's going to come down. It might come down a little bit, break a level, and then continue up again. And then now we're back in this range again. Once we break out of this range, bullish, in my opinion. But yeah, so the 382, that's the level that we're looking at. And I think it was last week, maybe 5 days ago, where one of my YouTubers, viewers, they said that the market cipher printed a blood diamond. I don't use market cipher. If I do use any indicators, it's of course chart prime. But they were saying that it printed the blood diamond. Normally we go down 20%, and 20% from when they mentioned it would put us right around 79. Which is perfectly in line with our low volume node and also underneath our 382. So I really don't want to sound like hopium, but we need this bounce. But you always have to have that plan A, plan B. I want this, but I am not biased on this because I know that the price can break levels. And if it does, okay. Now my plan A is it coming down. Right now we're in this range. All right. Let's see here. Yes, Port Corp, 100%. Just saw your message in reference to Jupe. Yeah. And Jupe is so good too. Had a lot of news. They had some kind of like convention type thing where they were saying a bunch of stuff in reference to all the things that they're doing. Really great hopes for Jupiter and a nice bounce, the whole nine. I mean, it just looks great, in my opinion. I mean, I could be wrong. We had this nice downfall, and then it looked like it bounced here. Then once on this bounce, it's like, all right, let's go ahead and enter. Once it breaks this level, then we add to our entry, and we enter the trade, comes up right to our resistance, and then it starts coming down again. It's like, come on, man. And then when it does come down, we expect it to go up and down. That's part of trading. But from this run up from here to here, I'm expecting the pullback to be about here, about 50%. And it said, nope, we're going down further. Came down further. So this is where I want. 382. So my levels are 382 and 0.5. Those are the levels that I like. And of course it came down. I think I have a couple different ones here. But anyway. That's what I'm looking at. And then it just came down. And I got wrecked. This right here, I got wrecked. I'll tell you my wins, my losses, guys. I don't make 100%. And see, the thing is, and this is, so we have this. Oh, this is my stop loss. I'm sorry. So I went from here to here to here. And on a lower time frame, probably 1 hour. Why do I have this here? I don't know. Let me take this off. I don't know what I was doing there. Oh, it's a different one. I was like, why? I thought I had a fib extension or something. Like, why am I showing this and why is it back? Like, that makes no sense. But I have a few different ones. So I have from here to here and then from this little move to this little move. That's why I was seeing all these numbers like, that doesn't look right. Anyway. But now it looks like it's bouncing. It's rough out here, guys. It is rough. All right. Let's go 15-minute time frame. What do I think is going to happen right now in the next maybe hour or so? Well, it looks like it's coming up. We have our point of control right here. Man, it looks so rough. Trying to think of an area. The only thing I can think of is coming up here to our volume, or from our anchored VWAP. I really don't see any major key levels. Well, here is a key level right here. It goes across here. So let me just put the trend line, or from here to here. Let's make this white. Make this kind of thick, just so we can see. So we have this level here. It's a pretty key level. You know, we went back past it a little bit, right on it. Here, past it barely, right on it. So if we come up, I'm looking to get rejected here. Possibly come down, find some strength, and break through it. Hopefully, we'll see. But right now, it's right underneath our point of control. This does not mean that it's going to stop here. It just means this is our area of high volume, and this was the main area. All right, moving on. Any coins, guys? Coins, questions, comments, concerns, issues? Let me know. Let me know. All right, so we are going to the chats. Hey, look at this, guys. We need 40 more subs to hit 7,000 subscribers. Can we do it? Can we do it? I say yes. That'd be great if we can do it on this show, but we might have a little problem with it being on the show due to the amount of viewers. But the more time y'all are watching this, the more times, you know, y'all smash the likes and the doing comments and everything else. This puts this out in front of other people. Same thing, you know, watch the shorts and everything else, because that does help tremendously, tremendously. Let's see here, going down the list. See, Retro Mike says, I just want to wait. I just want a fine 89. Yes, I agree. I agree. Okay. Going down the list. Very nice. Okay, checking for any charts or any questions. And I appreciate you guys for being here. I really do. Let's see here. BC Port Corp says, took a 3% loss on Bitcoin today when we stalled out at 96.8. I tried for a long, was in profit for a while until, yeah. See, and that's what makes it so difficult. Like, and BC Port Corp is a great, not only person who knows how to chart, but trader. Like, we're all great traders, but we're trading against people. And that's what everybody has to understand. Like, if it was like a program, man, we'd be knocking it out of the park, because we know what to look for. But we're trading against people. And of course, market makers love to mess with people. Let's see here. Yes. Let's see here. Just a sub. Just do you think Pepe will bounce? Looks major support level on the weekly. Well, let's do it. Let's go to, what's this? Something went wrong. Whoa, connection issues. Whoa. Too many alerts, maybe. We'll see. Get out of here. Get out of here. So this is, let's go to, we need to do the YouTube. The U2. This one. All right, so give you a heads up. This is something that I was working on for my group. And normally we enter now. Well, when I was looking at it, it was barely here. My alert went off and everything. I was like, okay, so as I'm doing all this stuff, it goes up and up and up. And I'm doing this and I'm looking, I was like, come on, I can't go fast enough. And then finally, it started like right here. It's like, no, it's too much. Like, it removed up too much. It's like 38%, 45%. As I know, we got to wait. We got to wait for a retrace. And sure enough, it went up a little bit more, coming down. And now we wait to see where is it going to bounce here? If it starts coming up, you know, we need to break this level down. And we'll adjust our stuff. But I wasn't trying to show you that. I have, nope, they're all on. I need to change. All right, fine. I'll just do it right here. I need to change the layouts. I need to change the layout. So this, let's go to Pepe. Not people, Pepe, USDT. Let's go weekly. So here's the level we need to do. But we're going to delete everything. Get out of here, 26 strikes. All right, so just a sub. I must be talking to Jesse because Jesse loves the weekly and the annually and the 10-year. No, but it is good. As a matter of fact, it's very smart to look at the higher time frames. Look at the higher time frames, kind of zoom out, look at the higher time frames and see what we have. Oh yeah, I forgot. Here's some indicators. We do have bullish divergence on the weekly indicator for the histogram. Now with this, we have our low and our lower low. We have our low and our potentially higher low. Now, if this continues coming down and breaks below this, well, then we no longer have divergence. This is what I teach. If you want more of this style of teaching, this type of teaching, make sure to visit my channel, Trade Intuition. I show you that there is such a thing as possible divergence. And again, everything is based off of experience versus what you read on a website. Now, do I think it's going to bounce up? Well, what I do is I revert to levels. I revert to levels. And yes, I agree. 100%. BC, Poor Corp, or PC, it's like the better version of Bitcoin. And it's Gary? What? Now, Retromark, yeah. Oh, man. Retromark Tech says, Joe, can we overlay Gary over the virtuals chart and tell me what you see, if anything? If you're serious, and let me know, Retromark, I will do it. If you're just joking around, let me know you're just joking around. Now, I personally don't like Gary. I'm not saying that it can't make you money. I'm just saying I don't like it for a lot of reasons. But Retromite Tech, and I think he was serious, saying that Gary might be something to look at. And because Retromite is very smart, I will listen. But let me know, Retromite, if you're serious about overlaying it so I can do it. Let's see here. All right. So looking at the weekly, first thing I do is I make sure my magnitude is on. I do my ray. I go to the lowest point on the candle body closes. I'm being serious. Okay. Yeah, definitely. See here, that thing rugged so hard, it's never made a higher high. And yeah, BC Poor Corp knows. Now, granted, just because it has a horrible past, that doesn't mean it can be a better person. Take my ex, for example. Please take her. No, play. All right, moving on. Don't take her. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. Here we go. Now, if we come over here to this, we have our range. So right now we're in this range. Now, this range, you can call it whatever you want. I just call it like a bounce zone or bounce area of interest, to where this is the decision point if it's going to go up or if it's going to break lower. H-bar. H-bar is better than CAS. Possible. Guard down 40% on the month. We're going to check out all that stuff in just a little bit. All right, moving. Bingo, bango. Bingo and a bingo. All right. Let's go to the daily time frame. On the daily time frame, we're just looking at this just a little bit more. And now what we're doing is we're tightening up our levels. Tightening up our levels. And I like this. Look at all these touches. So the more touches, the better. The more touches, the better. Oh, no. No. No, please tell me no. Let's see here. Then you go to a 4-hour time frame. And now we're looking at this. We're looking for touches. Looks good. I'm looking for the amount of touches. Okay. That's good. Now we're coming over here. Now, in reference to a bounce on the weekly, I would strongly disagree. The reason is so for me, for a bounce, I need to see, these are my rules. Again, this is based off of experience and not based off of textbooks or whatever. I need to see 3 to 5 candles showing me that the price is changing direction. If I just see one green candle and it's got 10 minutes left, this one has 5 days left, 10 minutes left on the weekly, No, because they could do this. Boop, come down. What I need to see is I need to see a candle. 1, 2, 3. Or even like this, anything. Anything. But I need to see it coming up. Now, the higher time frame, the better it is. Lower, if you go to the daily, it's still fine. But this is telling me that, it could do this. And even if it did give us 3 candles, maybe the 5th one comes down here. I was like, oh, now I got to wait. Break this level for it to be a safer entry. Now, could I go in a lower time frame? And let's say we're on the daily, even though it says weekly. Let's say 4 hour. And it breaks this level. Could we enter? Sure. Just knowing that hopefully we're buying the bottom based off of this, and then we can enter the trade. Would I enter right now based off of this weekly? No, no way. No way, me. No way, Jose. All right. Oops. Let's go forward one more time. Let's go to the 4 hour time frame. Let's look at this. What do we see? And I'm always looking for the plus and the minus. I'm always looking for the pros and the cons. So of course, we see this. We see a high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. Okay. Coming down here. Now, if we extend this just a little bit more, we see it came down, went up, and I'm all about the strength of the move, the momentum. Speaking about momentums, I still need to cancel this dude's membership. Not membership, subscription. I'm subscribed. I'm subscribed to a lot of people. What I try to do, the only reason I say poor, is I subscribe to a lot of people. And now, granted, these people have way more money than me, so I don't know why I'm subscribed to him. But I think he's a cool dude. I think he's too arrogant, though. Way too arrogant. And it's not the person you think I'm talking about. Just give you a heads up, because I would never subscribe to him. But there was one time where I was asking him, it was on a live. He was doing a Discord screen share. And I was asking him, I was like, all right, so like, and of course, because the price went up. Story time. It did something like this. And of course, he has his thing where it's like a box. It says enter here and enter here, whatever. And of course, it came down to this area, and let's say it didn't stop him out. They're like this. And he goes and he says, look, guys, look, this is where I entered. This is why I entered, because, it came down here into this liquidity, blah, blah. And, we're up. And so I asked him, I was like, why did you enter? Like, what made you decide to enter right here versus anywhere else of this liquidity? And he's saying, well, it just looked good to him. And I said, okay, what time frame did you enter? So what I'm trying to do, arrogant must be talking about me. No, arrogant is not your middle name, Retro Mike Tech. You have given me a long list of your nicknames or your middle names, and arrogant is not one of those. That I know. So then I go and I asked him, I said, what time frame? He could not answer the question. He says, well, he trades momentum. Okay, so do I. I trade momentum, strength of the move. What made you decide to enter when you did? Because that's my thing. I want to pick your brain. I want to know, what are you just saying, oh, I'm gonna enter now, or is it like a gut feeling, intuition, or is it because something you've seen? Are the candles printing a different way? Why? And he could not answer the question. He's like, well, it's not really a time frame. It's more the momentum. Yes, I understand. But the momentum on what time frame? I understand these candles, they make more candles on a lower time frame that make up the bigger candles. I get all that. I understand time frames. I understand this. But what made you decide? Couldn't answer it. And now, man, it's been like 4 months already. I keep on renewing, and well, I don't renew, it just automatically bills me. But I strongly need to take off his thing, because if you cannot answer why did you enter, to me that's pretty dangerous. Like, here, you can ask any one of these people, why did you enter the coin? Well, I entered because it started bouncing off of support. Okay. I entered because, well, it bounced off of support and it crossed the 9 SMA. Okay. I entered because on the higher time frames, it looks bullish. On the lower time frame, it broke a resistance, found support. Okay. I entered because there's bullish divergence and it did this and this. Okay. I entered. There's so many different reasons you can enter. But you say, oh, it's on momentum. It's like, well, what time frame? Well, I don't really trade on time frames. Red flag. No, BC, Poor Corp. Don't do it. Don't do it. For one, I am not a financial advisor. And for two, every day is a Sunday. All of my shirts have hopes. It's a holy day. It's a holy day. I have one shirt, no lie, it's like 25 years old. And it got its first hoe. It's, I love the shirt. Very nice quality. 25 years old. Yeah, I don't throw away shirts. Moving on. Well, no, I do. I mean, some of them, like, the quality is real poor. Anyway, let's see here. See, Darren Does Things says, I'm late, sorry. I just sniped a bottom feeder long there. Oh, nice. All for the P&L screenshot. There you go. There you go. And that's what they do, guys. Blood pressure is going up. Or how does it go? Woosah. Blood pressure going up. And that's what they do. And it's funny too, like for my people or on my streams or even here, I believe, where I say, you know, if you want to enter now, sure, why not? It's higher risk, but here you can say you caught the bottom. And then that we can brag to everybody on X. But catching the bottom is very difficult because if it goes down, well, then it's not catching the bottom. It's called catching a falling knife. So, and all that we're doing is just waiting. Next level. So anyway, here, let's go ahead and delete. Let's do a control, hold it down, delete, and of course, delete. Okay. So now I'm looking at this. I see it did a really nice retracement. Let's go and do a fib retracement tool. Now I know what you're thinking, man, Joe, you've been on this one forever. Basically what I do is I stall. All right, so we came down to the 0.5 right away. Nice, healthy. Coming up, okay. It needs to break this level. Doesn't look like it's going to. Now notice what I'm doing. I'm walking you through the process as if we're in the trade at this moment right here, not over here, at this moment. And I'm walking you through the thought process. So it needs to cross this level. It does, but barely, so we're not entering. Comes back down to this, it's fine. Comes into this area. Okay, that's fine as well. Now what we need to do is we definitely need to cross this level. This is the level we need to cross in order for us to potentially enter this trade. Then it comes down, and then not only that, but we're also looking at this level. We don't want to cross in this level. Cross this level, sure enough it does. Okay, not a problem. Now we don't want to cross in this level. Now I only do candle body closes. And then we don't want to cross in this level. We want to cross in up here. We want it to come up to at least here, 3/4 of the way minimum, to come down, get a nice retrace off of the 0.5, or at least this level where it closed perfectly. And then come up, break this. Doesn't do it. Instead, it barely goes up. Barely goes up. And says, nope, I'm okay. And goes back down. Goes back down. So now we don't want it crossing this level. Then it comes up, breaks this level, which is good. Comes down and it really came all the way down to just test this. Came up, nice selling pressure, nice buying pressure. Comes up looking really weak. Notice the candle body sizes. Looking really, really weak. It looks like it's going to come down. Like if I was a betting man, you know, here, long wick reversal. No. Long wick reversal. No. I don't go over that. Anyway, then we see these longer wicks selling pressure. Candle body's getting kind of slow. The buying pressure is very weak. I'm thinking it's going to come up here and come down. I'm worried about this level right now, in this point. Then it says, nope, Joe, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. Let me break this level really quick and come up really fast. Okay. Then a little bit of a sell-off. What's the percentage of this move? And this is one thing I also look at is the percentage of this run up. So we go from this one to this one. Of course, that's the wrong thing. Let's go to this. Let's go from the bottom of that to this. 10%. Not bad. It'd be different if it was 40%. Because 40% is like, whoa, that moves way too quick. Pretty good chance it's going to just dump. Take it all back. 10%. That's healthy. It came up a little bit more. So I would expect it to come down right here. Nice retrace. And then continue up. Now I don't want it crossing this level. And let's extend this one. Holding down shift. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. And so now it's at the bottom. It made a low, higher low, higher low. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Thinking potentially a bounce. But if we kind of zoom out, high, lower high, lower high. It needs, man, it needs to break this in order for us to get bullish again. Could we enter right now? Sure. Why not? And if we did, I personally would have a stop loss. I wouldn't do that. Man, see, here's the thing too. Because of these wicks, these buying pressure, liquidity zones, demand zones, whatever you want to call it, this is a very high interest for the market makers to come back to. You know what? What I would do. Let's go to a smaller time frame. So I want to see more ups and downs. I want to see more ups and downs. 1 hour. Okay. So, and I'm just looking at candle bodies. I was looking at these. I do a stop loss 6%. Stop loss 6%. If I was going to enter this trade. And I don't care if it just comes down here and comes up. I don't care. I'll probably re-enter once it breaks this stuff. Because here's the thing, like right now, just entering trades right now, it's very high risk. Could your coin give us like which one was it? Virtuals or AI XBT? There was one of them that did like 100%. But that's I can't say that word right now, but that is not the norm. Right now, it's not the norm. And some of these AI agent coins, they're starting to come up. But the market still, in general, is not good. I mean, if we did, this will be my stop loss. Very, very high risk entering right now. Just due to the fact, I mean, it can easily take this. It doesn't have to. But if it does, that's where it would go. Then my first target, I would have my targets low. I'm not messing around because this market, it's taking people's money big time. I do my first target 15%. So it's not bad, 3-to-1 risk to reward ratio. Now, the only problem that I don't like is that this is a very risky play. We just had a nice dump. Could it continue dumping? 100%. Is there anything here saying that this is going to be a higher likelihood of a bounce? Not really. And we have a lot of support resistance right in this area. We have higher lows, which is good. But we do have a divergence on the 1 hour time frame. We have a low and a lower low. We have no, we don't. I thought, but no. Anything else? Not really. Now, what would make me more comfortable with this trade? If I saw price action, from here, coming down, coming up, coming down here, possibly, let's just follow this kind of, coming here. So it's a lower high. We're doing a lower low. Okay, I get it. Downtrend once again. Then for me to feel comfortable is not all this internal noise. We'll get to that in just a second, but the break of this level. That's what makes me feel comfortable. Because now we have a potential of this uptrend. Now, with that being said, all this stuff, so all these moves right here, all these moves right here are all internal. So if we're looking at this bigger picture, it's all this chunk. So for me, it needed to break this level, and it did, but it didn't find support on it. Came down. So now my thought process needs to break this level in order for me to have more confidence in this. And 4 hour, let's do 1 hour. So it did break this level. Let me do a shift. I mean, this could be an amazing trade, and this could be the bottom. So that the plus about buying a bottom, greater gains, obviously. The minus is we don't know it's a bottom until more price action happens. And that's the thing too. If I would have seen something like, you know, came down, came up, came down, came up, came down, came up, came down, then breaking out, definitely buy right now. Not financial advice. Because this is showing me that it was being resistance, and it gained strength and it broke out. But right here, this is the beginning of the bounce, if it's a bounce. All right, so hopefully y'all like that. Let's see here. Let's go with that Gari thing. There was Gari and something. Let's see. Gari and virtuals. All right, so let's do Gari, USDT. We'll do KuCoin. They probably have more information. Oh, I'm sorry. That was unprofessional. Oop, nope. That's unprofessional too. Hey, you know what? Gari doesn't look that bad. When I do this, it doesn't look that bad at all. Joking. All right, so let's go to the daily time frame. So we're looking at this, and we're going to compare it. We're going to come up here to the plus sign, and we're going to compare it to virtuals. We're going to do the plus sign. We're going to type in virtuals. We'll do a MEXC. Which one will have more? Probably MEXC. I don't want to do futures. Let's type in USDT. I don't know which one will have more. Oh, we have KuCoin. So we're going to do it on a new price scale. Very important. Okay, so I move this, and here I can move this now, so I can move this. So this one is my virtuals. This one here, virtuals. And they pretty much line up. Okay, so there's a couple of things we need to do. We need to compare apples to apples, oranges to oranges. One, we need to know what the market cap for Gari is, and two, the market cap for virtuals. That way we can see more information. Now, for virtuals, I know it's a lower market cap coin. This is virtuals right here. I know it had a really nice run up, and then just people selling off due to the profits they were taking. They want to buy low, sell high, just like what you want to do. Then the market started tanking. And because this is a lower market cap coin, it affects it greatly. Right now, it is starting to come up, which is good. And that's what I think Retromite Tech is saying. that he's thinking maybe it'll come up as well. Now, if you do FA, fundamental analysis, I strongly recommend you looking at Gari, seeing what it is. I actually have a video on it on my channel. 9 months ago, I made the video, maybe even 10 months. And I go over what it is. Basically, it is a platform where you can, video chat. Let's say you want to show people how to, install something or whatever. You can charge people for it. You can get tips from it. You can chat and everything else. It's based in India, created in India and everything like that. So there's a lot of people that it could go to, which is awesome, amazing. The problem that I have, and let's get rid of this virtuals, because that's pretty much all I want to show you right there. It's starting to curve up. And I believe Retro Mike's saying that this one might also start covering up. The thing that I want to show you is, let's go to a weekly. Ooh, look at that. Boom, man. It just went to the moon. Why? Well, probably these people who are in Gari, who are like really, really bad in Gari, maybe they're telling people to check out Gari. And the people who only do TA, and depending on the type of TA you do, depends on the information you give. There's a lot of people that come to me, and that's why they don't like me. Because I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make you money. And if you like that, great. If you don't, move on. That's what I say on my channel. On this channel, because I'm a guest, I'll never say that. Never say never, but I won't say that. But that's my philosophy on my channel. I'm here to make you money. I'm not here to be your friend. And that's funny too, because I would tell that a lot to people who would, because I get a lot of DMs. And everybody who's like really, really struggling with either learning or just trades or whatever, I say, okay, these are the steps I need you to do. And if you do these steps, I guarantee it, you will be very successful. Matter of fact, there are, I think it was like eight of the, I help a lot of people. There was like 8 of them that became admins in the group that I was in. To me, that's, man. That's some really good stuff. Really good stuff. I taught them how to do all the stuff they were losing, and then now they're admins in a particular group that I was in. That makes me feel very proud. And I would tell them, and they would come back to, well, story time. At this time, I was lower on the totem pole. I ended up being the top. At this time, the person above me, the only person above me, told me that getting some complaints that I'm a little too like rough or straight to the point. And I told that person who was telling me, I told that person, I said, well, if they don't like it, they can get another admin. It's that simple. They like what I do and the way I teach, and they're coming to me. I'm not charging them. They're coming to me. And because of that, these are what needs to be done. Like, I'm going to help you, but I want to see that you're actually putting in the effort, sending me charts and everything else. And I tell them straight up. And I told the dude, I tell them straight up, I'm not here to be your friend. I'm here to make you money. And if you like that, great. If you don't, go with another admin. And I'm very straight up, very straightforward. I'm not going to lie to you. Why? I'm not going to, sugarcoat anything. This is what needs to be done. It's disconnected. Thanks, OBS. Disconnected. Thanks, OBS. OBS reconnected. Okay, thanks, OBS. All right. So looking at Gari. So, it doesn't look good. That doesn't mean that it can't make you money. All these people on Twitter, on X, they'll see this. Oh, look at this, guys. It's at the bottom, and it just needs to break this trend line. And guess what they're doing? They're already buying and buying and buying and buying. And then they'll pump it. And then other groups will pump it. And because of that, they make all the money. Now, can you make money on stuff like this? Yes, definitely. I don't. It's too risky for me. Now, granted, here's the thing. If I had a lot of money, A lot of money just to throw around, you know, a couple $100 here, a couple $100 in another one, a couple $100 in another one, and then just set my orders. And then I go back to them every month or so, see if I need to reset them. Then sure, yeah, definitely get this one. But if I'm depending on this one to make me money, I would rather, I'd go to a different one. In my opinion, I could be completely wrong. Once again, Retro Mike Tech, very smart dude. So if he's saying looking at it, or if he's saying to look at it, I would recommend looking at it. For me, oh, what did I do? I don't want to see the volume. I already know the volume's nothing. For me, looking at this, I mean, it'd have to break this level. Just call it this level. Look how far away it is, though. This is my support. Support resistance. I don't like this coin. 100%. Could you put in $50 here? $50, 80% lower. $50, 80% lower. Sure. I don't like it. Let's see here. I thought CATS was better version of RMT. Oh, yeah, good energy. You're funny. I'll ban me now. Don't worry about it. I just banned myself. Let's see here. Yes, guys, don't forget, smash the like. Smash the like. See, you guys are funny. I love you guys. You guys are best. It's good to be around good people. It really is. And it's good to be around smart people. Speaking about smart people, where's username and Jesse? Are they in here? If y'all guys are in here, let me know. Let's see. Let's see here. Going down the list. Let's see here. Darren Dusting says, I caught it on the low flow seller exhaustion. Stop below the low. Very little risk. There you go. And then if you get stopped out, you get stopped out. You tried it, right? So that's good. That's good. See here. Watch 96.2, not hold. Man, I hope and go up, Bitcoin. Go up. I have so many candles in here. I am not religious, but I have so many candles in here that it's literally a fire hazard. Literally. I was like, I don't know who to pray to. I'm not Catholic. I don't know who to pray to, but Bitcoin, please go up. Let's see here. Going down the list. Jay Violet in the house. What's up, Jay Violet? See here. Just a sub says, thank you so much for the insanely detailed analysis. You're very welcome, my friend. And that's what I do, man. I break it down. Usually the first chart, I break it down like very, very detailed. And then if I get like a lot of charts, well then, because of time management, I have to, do it really fast. I call it the rapid fire session. But when I don't, then we can spend more time on the coin. And all the information I'm giving on that coin can be applied to literally any coin. And this is why I always say, have some pens, have a notebook, and write this stuff down. Because this stuff right here will make you money. Like, not financial advice, but this stuff I'm showing you will make you money. And this is stuff that can be just implemented without like all the complications that sometimes mentors do, I just break it down super simple. Let's see here. We got all set in the house. Thank you guys. Smash the like. You guys are all the best. So give you all a heads up, guys. I'm starting on my channel. I'm thinking about doing 12 a.m. shows for the people who are, on the other side of the world or on the West Coast. I'm starting to, I've actually done a few on my channel at 12 a.m. So right after the Markets After Dark is finished, and hopefully he fixes his mic. I actually made him a video today. It's like a 1.5-minute video because the screenshot that I gave him maybe got him lost, even though it's numbered and it has 4 steps. But I get it. You're doing this and you're doing the live stream and you're trying to do, I get it. But So I gave him that. So hopefully his audio is better. And it has nothing to do with the gain, or it's the input mic. And if he watches the video, and if y'all have access to him on Discord, tell him to check his Telegram group, or not his Telegram. Doesn't have a group. Check him to check his Telegram from Trade Intuition, because I made him a video. It's a very easy video, and you guys are gonna love me so much, because you're gonna be going from one YouTuber, one live stream, and then going to the mad, and then not having to turn up your volume all the way up, because it's going to be what the average normal YouTuber volume is at. So give you a heads up, you guys will be loving me. And it's funny too, because I'm always telling Lunar Beaches, dude, your mic is way low. Every single time I go in there, dude, your mic is low, and I got to crank up my speakers and everything. And I'm not using my speakers from the monitors. I got a Bose speaker thing that I have. So, I got good sound. And I got to crank that sucker up at a good 25% more just to hear him. But BC Porcorp, I'll text him. Good. Tell him to please do it. And, he's in music and everything. So, dude's really smart. When it comes to, my audio may not be perfect, but this is from hours and hours of watching videos and doing certain levels or whatever. But for him, all he needs to do is the input to the computer, not messing with the computer once it's already in, but going to it. But, yeah. All right, moving on. But, and then I actually watched the show that I was with him. I think it was like a month ago already. And I said, man, I wonder how that audio was. So I'm watching the video when I was with him, and actually, I closed it. But you can see where he's talking, and then the volume level, we'll just say it's here. And then when I'm talking, my volume's level up here. So there's a huge distortion, but that's because I have my mic input settings correct. But hopefully we'll see. And you guys are gonna love me. You're like, man, Joe, you're the best. Man, stop it. Tell me more. No way. Let's see here. Just a sub says Gary USDT has a Bart Simpson pattern. I don't know about. I don't do any patterns. I don't do Bart Simpsons. I don't do all that stuff. So I'm going to take out my bias from how much I do not like Gary. I'm going to take that out of my brain. And I'm just going to look at this. Came down, came up, came down, broke the level, great, came up here. So just based off of this, again, I know nothing about Gary. Seeing this candle right here, I automatically want to look to the left. And I see this wick, and I see this wick, and I see these wicks, and I see these big candles, and I see these little candles. So right away, it's screaming to me, low market cap. How low? I don't know. This is telling me that somebody does not know how to do the order books. This is telling me that somebody does not know about volume or liquidity or any of that stuff. And they bought maybe $500 or $1,000 because somebody told them that it's going to go great. And they created this. That's what that screams to me. So with that in mind, I needed to find support here. Again, I don't know anything about the coin. I haven't checked it. I haven't done nothing. It needs to find support here. Came up, came down. Beautiful retrace. At least it didn't come all the way down. So that's good. That's a plus. It went up, came down, making a higher low. Very nice. Looking strong. Getting rejected, but main level of rejection area right here continues to make higher highs, which is good. So this would be an ascending triangle. If I squeeze my eyes really tight and I did patterns, I would see this as an ascending triangle. And then I would say, okay, we're pretty sure we're going to go up from here because it's got a lot. These are days. These candles are daily. This is telling me, okay, we had the opportunity to sell off. We didn't. It's coming up here. Very nice. And then it breaks our level. Okay, no problem. We have this other level right here. We have this level right here that we don't want it to cross. And it does, but it comes right back up. Oh, good. Then it comes right back down. Now it crosses this level. Not good. Continues to come down. Okay. So what I'm looking for it not to do is cross this level. And just level by level. Right here, there's no structure. There's no up, down, up, lower, low, lower, high. There's none of that. It's just coming. It's like a slide. You don't want to be on a slide. I mean, even if I go to a lower time frame. So this right here, absolutely disgusting. This now is screaming to me like an opera female lady, like right here in my ear, doing that stuff, the singing, that this is very low liquidity. Very few people are buying and selling. This is all a bot. Buying, selling, buying, selling, buying, selling, buying, selling, buying, selling. But just so there's activity on the exchange. Just looking at these candles and the bodies and what it's forming, this screams to me bot. Nobody's buying this coin. Could you make a lot of money? Sure, 100%. Not for me though. Too dangerous. See, Gary is trash. BC Port Corp, I think we just became best friends. I think we just became 4.2 million market cap. Thank you. And they've been around for a while. And, you know, are they, so one thing I always look, how long have they been around? Are they partnered with anybody? What are the exchanges they're on? You know, what is their trading volume for the day? And if it says 3.4 million on AYB exchange or whatever exchange, pretty doubtful. And then 300,000 on KuCoin, and then 100,000 on MEXC. There's nobody trading it. Could you buy this $10 worth at a time every single day, rack up $1,000 worth total, and then it just skyrocket? Sure. Every coin can do it. Every coin. I'd rather put my money in other trades. So, and then plus not only that, but try to get out. You need people to sell. All right, moving on. See here. See here. Brian does thing says financial advice, as in financial advice from Tracer Joe. No financial advice. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Alexandra G. For all those that want Gary, here's a video. Now, in this video, I do not trash them. I just simply report the news. I report what they are. I report the chart, and there is no bashing of them. Then, if you know how to trade, you will see that, no, so good. All right. So here, virtuals is 27.8 million. Thank you. So that, I mean, there's a huge difference in one, volume and market cap and everything else. So yeah, when you're comparing more than one, you kind of need to have all that in your mind so that you can kind of see the stuff that you can compare and the stuff you can't. See, Gary's a Ponzi. That chart is trash. Darren, I think we just became that. See here. Retro Mike says, so you're saying there is a chance. I love it. So one of my favorite parts in Dumb and Dumber is when the dumb dude is in the hotel with the female who's married. And he's like, so what are the chances of a girl like me and a guy like you? So right there, he's already getting mixed up. Getting together. 1 in 10, 1 in 100. She's like, no, it's more like 1 in a million. So like he's thinking there's a chance. 1 in 10, 1 in 100. No, it's more like 1 in a million. Then, of course, her husband comes to the door. And they open it, whatever. And it's like, your husband, what's this 1 in a million talk? So that's funny. But before that, of course, he goes, like, he looks real sad and he's like, so you're saying there is a chance? Oh, I love that. I love that. Let's see here. BC Pork Corp says, let it all out. Expose it all. I did a whole 20-minute rant on Monday. Oh, good. So, and what's funny is, like, these people, they go to the, and I'm watching a bunch of these live streams. They'll go and they'll ask for Gari. And the first time they told me to look at it, I was like, oop, nope, trash. I don't like it. And then they went again. They asked me again the next day. Somebody else asked me the next day and the next day. And like for about 2 weeks, I was getting that one almost every other day. So finally I made a video about it. And then it's funny because there was on Tom Crown's channel, maybe like 3 days ago, somebody asked him about Gari. So he looked it up really quick. He's like, oh, no, nah, this is not, like, I don't, and they're like, oh, well, so-and-so, this and that, blah, blah. I was like, no, don't like it. And no, that was like a week ago. And then 3 days ago, the one about this token, so I can bring it up for you, Mandy, the Mandy token. So somebody had asked him about Mandy token. Now, I forget who it is, but it's one of our alumni that goes here, also goes to Roll Dog's channel, goes to my channel. Talks about Mandy all the time. Not gonna rug, blah, blah. It's like he has a copy and paste, you know, not gonna rug, it's a repetition, whatever. And like I do research, like I go to these bundles and I see the bundle map. And like this particular person holds a whole bunch, like 11%. You just come over here, you know, 2%, 2.5%, you know, then let's see, that's 4.5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh no, 10, and then 11. So over 11, 12, I think it's 13. I think they all done like 13%. That's huge. Then this other bundle is, you know, like whatever percent, 6% or whatever it was, this other bundle. And all it is somebody who has multiple wallets. That's all it is. That way they can dump on you. And so they showed this one to Tom Crown. Granted, they only put the name, Mandy. And like, for me, I do research. If there's a coin I don't know, I do research. And I think Road Dog, you know, so what you do is you come over here and you type in Mandy. And you see, okay, it's on this. And then, or they'll go to Dex Screener and they'll chart it out. Oh, that's not it. But they'll go to Dex Screener and they'll chart it out. Without research, without anything. And I was like, ooh, like for me, I have to do my research. And it's like, I mean, this one can rug. I mean, they all can rug, but that's why I do what I do. All right, moving on. Let's see here. But the chart that Road Dog was looking at, it looked good. I'm not gonna lie. As a matter of fact, earlier that day, they didn't even ask me to check Mandy, and I looked at Mandy and I said, I mean, it looks good. The chart looks good, but me knowing what I know in reference to knowing how to find bundles and everything else, it's too high risk for me. I mean, what do I make? 20, 40, 100%, and then it dumps on me? I'm okay. There's other coins that make, you know, other meme coins that are less risky. So, all right, moving on. Let's see here. Artist Miller says, glad to be off work. Hey, there you go. I was like, is it Friday? Today's Monday, Tuesday. Today's Tuesday. Oh, yeah. So we got to check out Billy Goat Tales. Love Fridays. Time to relax. There you go. You got another raise. I love it. And a bonus. Man. Just short Gari if it pumps. Problem solved. Problem solved. See here. See. Do the opposite of what I do. I tell people to sell casts and evaluate Gari. There you go. The Crayon Eaters couldn't make it today. I'm like, who are the great? Oh, okay. They're the same person. Remember, Joe? They are. They are. I'm so set on that. It's funny. Jesse gets mad. He's like, Joe, we're not the same person. We talk on Telegram. Joe, like, this is my voice. We are not. It's like, Jesse, calm down, man. And I know you are. It's funny. Let's see, I smash always. And come here to take. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. See here. Clearly, they are the same person. I knew it. If Retro Mike says it. Now, we've had a lot of other people that I respect. And if he says it along with them, they are. On the next, but they're not here though. Are they in chat? Let me know. Let me know if they're in chat. We do have a poll, and the poll is: if Bitcoin drops 20% tomorrow, what would you do? We have 57 people or percent. Buy the dip and accumulate more. Smart. That's why I love being a part of y'all. 10% say panic sell and cut my losses. And it's really difficult to see your money going down, especially if you have a lot. If you have $10 and it goes down, okay. But if you have $1 million and it's going down, it's like, man, I just lost $200,000. It kind of hurts. 33% say stay out and wait for confirmation. Very nice. All right. Let's see here. Yes, put on an APB. Where is Jesse and username? See, they're not here. That's why the chat is quiet. Chat's actually been pretty nice. I mean, just booming. I love it. See here, CS says, I made nice gains on AI16Z. Dude, that one freaking pumped. Took it from 39 cents to 60 cents on a 20x leverage. My man. Those candles are bad. And endocrine destructors, get rid of them ASAP. Ooh, yes. So here. Let's see here. That would be 1 a.m. after time change on March 18th. Oh, I don't know. It's whatever 12 o'clock my time is, a.m., that's what time it'll be. But I don't know on my channel if I'm still going to keep my 12 p.m. I don't know. I'm still up in the air. But I do want to do a 12 a.m. That way, you know, people from the MAD, if they want to continue the party, they can come to mine. And then same thing with Road Dog. When he finishes his, sometimes he finishes at 12, sometimes 12:40 in the morning. They can come to mine. So we'll see. Here. Let's, if I get this right. Let's see if I get this right. So here. Would you look at Ondo? Baba Yas in the house. Yeah, it's definitely, man. Baba Yas. Ondo, USDT. We're looking at Mexi. Mexi, okay. YouTube, got it. Set an alert up here. Well, let's go to the daily. And we did a fib retracement from this low, from the accumulation, sideways boring action to the boom. That is the boom. Then we had a nice retrace to the halfway point, 0.5. Came up, couldn't do it, came down, went back into the golden pocket, 618. Broke out of the level. Man, it was retesting this level, man, a lot. This level right here. Came up, couldn't do it, came up, couldn't do it, came up, couldn't do it, and one more time, couldn't do it, and came down. Then, of course, this dump that everybody saw in all the coins. Whenever this happens, like, and it's market wide, I really don't pay much attention to it. If it was only this coin, it's like, oh man, this coin dumped. but it was market wide. Then it's coming up, it's losing strength. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame so we can see more of the price action. We had this really nice little zone, really nice little accumulation slash zone. If you use the Bollinger Bands, which I don't, for many reasons why, but if you use the Bollinger Bands, you will see that the Bollinger Bands are now tightening. How do I know this? Because the price is doing this. When the price is doing this, and when I'm saying this, I mean the swings, the degree of swings, the percentage from this swing to this swing is much greater than the percentages from these swings. So because of that, the Bollinger Bands will get nice and tight. When they get tight, they say that the price will move either up or down. Nobody knows. If you haven't already, smash the like. Smash the like. Appreciate it, guys. Now, with that being said, it's towards the bottom. Lots of selling pressure, not too much buying pressure. Now I'm looking, we have this level right here that we don't want it to cross, and it's respected it too. So it came down here, very nice. Beautiful respect. Nice respect. Coming up. It's losing its strength though. It doesn't mean that it won't go up. Just losing its strength. You know, here we had a high, equal high, higher high, good. Lower high, lower high, a little bit higher than this one, but still lower than this one. So there's so many different ways of doing this. And what's funny too, is I'm always investing in myself. And there's a course that I bought where it was range trading. Now, of course, that's where I made all my money in my first bull run, range trading. And this guy had a course on range trading. So of course, I bought it. And well, range trading was a portion of his series. And it's very funny because he's using the replay button, showing what works, what doesn't work. But everything he showed worked because, well, it's the replay button. And when you're in the moment, you don't know if it's going to keep on going down or going up. You don't know. Like, we have probabilities that it might do one thing or the other, or, buying the discount zone, but it could go into the discount zone and roll over, get stopped out. So that's what I'm trying to say. Let's see here. Bollinger Bands are pretty useless in a sideways market. They're useless, period, in my opinion. In my opinion. Now, granted, I debunk the Bollinger Bands a lot on my channel, Trade Intuition. So if you want to know about that, check it out. Or just ask me, but on my channel. Let's see here. Looking at this. I don't know, like I don't like this sideways action. So what I would do in this case, just make it easy. Here's our level. We'll do our level in blue, 1.44317. The price, man, I'd set an alert up here because we're going to get all these wicks. So I would set an alert. Hey, but we're right here too. To me, this is a major level. We got rejected here a few times. What is the price range tool tell us between the breakout and where our alert would be, 7%, from this area, 10%. Depends on how risky you want to go. If you want to be super safe, I would have an alert about right here. Oh, wait, here's my alert. Hello. I was thinking this was another level. So if you want to be super safe, I'd have my alert right here. The 4-hour candle needs to close here. The reason I'm saying 4 hour, because look at all these 4 hours that are doing nothing but wicks. They're faking everybody out. So to be safe, I would have my 4 hour after the alert goes off. Make sure your 4 hour candle closes above 1.60607. And then you can enter the trade. if you want to do a more risky trade, you could enter now. Let's go to a 1 minute, just so we can see. You could enter now. This is higher risk. Yeah, all this would be a good zone to buy. So you could enter now. I would have a stop loss. 7%, 8%, 7%. I'd have a stop loss right here. If you were going to enter this trade, with the way the market is, it's too risky for me. Because I mean, I could enter this trade, but Bitcoin, if it starts coming down, now I'm thinking about all the other coins. Ondo has been performing very, very strong compared to Bitcoin. So right now, I was just thinking, oh no, it's, you know, Bitcoin goes down a little bit. This one's going to jump. This one hasn't. So that's another thing too. Like you have to take all that into consideration. So it's still risky, but not as risky as entering another coin, because this one has held up pretty well compared to Bitcoin. So we'll do this for our stop loss, 7%. So it's not bad. And you're only entering 50% right now. Jesse's here. Jesse's here. So happy to see you, Jesse. We've been talking about you and username. Oh, we've been talking about you. All right. So I did my stop loss right here. We'd enter one time here. And this is what I'm looking at. Came down, came up, down, up, down, up. And we're still kind of far away from this. So once we break out of this, I guess we could enter out of this box. So we would do an entry here and here. Now, granted, this is higher risk entering here. This is safer. All right, moving on. It's here. It's here. I got the bounce, y'all. Have a great day. Hey, thank you, man. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Appreciate your wisdom. And man, I am way behind on my chats. Good Lord. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. But yeah, so I'm thinking on my channel going live at 12 a.m. I've been doing it. I've been liking it too. I'm already up, so why not? Here. Retro Mike Tech says, no emotions in trading with Gary Joe. I mean, if you're crying all the time, I mean, you won't be happy. So no change of emotions, I guess. Got to be heartless, soulless, and emotionless like me. Hey, that's your middle name. Here. Very nice. Going down the list. Jay Violet says, I love that movie. Yeah. We're talking about Dumb and Dumber. Dumb and Dumber. Yep, on Tom Crown. I remember that. Yeah. I did a super chat too on Tom Crown. It's like, too many bundled wallets, Tom. Tom, too many bundled wallets. Same thing with Road Dog. I do a super chat. He doesn't read them because, well, he didn't read that one. And it's like 30 minutes left in the show. Like, too many bundles, too many. I'm trying to warn people. Can you make money? Sure, but too many bundled wallets. Be careful. Take your profits. And that's the main thing. Take your profits. See, those bundles scared me away from men. Yeah. Now, granted, can it make you money? Yes. I mean, it looks good. I'm not going to lie. And I did this when we were looking at it over here, I believe. Yeah, price was here. And I was saying the price may come down, come up, come down to this level. Once it breaks up, you could buy. Those are my circles, buy. But, you know, the safer entry would be the break of this. And this applies to everything, whether it's, you know, higher risk coins on, you know, meme coins or what have you, or, you know, regular charts. And look what happened. You know, price came down, went sideways, showing strength, which is good. To me, this right here, I don't like this. I don't like this sideways. Either come down or go up. Do something. This I don't like. Then we had a nice pump right to my level, came down. Nice pump right to my level, came down. So for here, I would like to see, let's just draw on this. I would like to see price come down to this level-ish area, then come up, get rejected off of this level-ish area, come back down to do a higher low, and then break this. This to me will be nice, healthy price action. Or if we break up here, then we can enter here. But this would be nice, healthy action. Moving on. See here, did we do Cardano? I don't believe so. We can do it really quick. Oh, let me know when Frankie Candles is on. So that is that one. Let's do ADA really quick. Not sure where I'm typing. ADA, USDT. I can type correctly. USDT. Mexi. Cardano. See, this one, we're saying, set your alert. The 1 hour candle must close. Now, it did close way up here. Would I have entered? Good question. We're looking at the other kind of bodies. I would, not because I see this, but I would, and I would have a lower entry here. 50% here, 50% right at the line, in case it comes down. And it goes up some more. Like, oh crap, at least I'm up. Coming down, starts coming up, and it's done at least 3 candles already. Now the trick is, we needed to break this level in order to continue the bullish thoughts. We don't want it to break this level. So anywhere in between, it's allowed to go. It's allowed to come down and up and down. It's allowed to do whatever it wants as long as it's in this zone. Once it breaks below, not good. You know, because it can come down, get a bearish retest and continue down. We don't want that. It can come down, come up, break the level, come up more, and then enter. So if I was looking at this one, I would definitely have a stop loss because I would hate for Bitcoin to dump, connected, reconnected. Okay. So this is what I would do. So yeah, sure. Here, you know, we could enter. Where would my stop loss be? Not bad. So I'm going to go lower in case it gets this low volume. Sure, why not? We can go about 13%. I don't go 18. We'll go about 13%. And this will be our stop loss. At 0.6870. Now, what I would like to see, let's see here, came up, came down. I don't want to break in this level. So I'd like to see it come down, then come up, breaking this level. If it does this, breaks this level, it's showing strength, very nice strength. But if it comes down, comes up, makes a lower high, we have a really strong chance going to break the lower low. And then if you wanted to not take such a loss, you could do a 6% loss. But this is just so we have cushion. So if it does come down, hopefully it comes down to the low volume node, starts gaining strength, and so you're not losing anything, and then starts coming up, and then when it comes up, you can add to your entry. Man, I'm really late. Scheduled at 3:45. 3:45 or 5:45? Live is available. Okay, so it's available. Okay, so let me go through these really quick. XRP is being squeezed on Bollinger Bands. I believe it. Bollinger Bands pretty useless in the sideways market and the up market and the down market. I agree. Let's see here. Useless. Let's see here. Going down the list. ABB out is for the guys. My apologies. Also, some of you here. Don't see any moon at the moment. It's raining in the Netherlands. Very nice. Right now it is 65 degrees. It's caught up. Ooh, it's heating up, guys. It was 57 earlier. Here. Agari. Yes. Okay. Went online. See y'all there. Very nice. Oh, Mountain Time. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead. Let me put this on here so he can see us going over there. When y'all go using the link or the channel finishing, the show finishing and going over there, I think it looks better to where it's showing that we're, going that way. We're being redirected to him versus just going over there, if that makes any sense. Tom Krause live? No, upcoming. Where's Frankie? There he is. So again, that does help support the channel, give us some notoriety and all that fun stuff. So we're going to go ahead and end the show. I do thank you very much for being here, guys. You guys are the best. And we'll see you after this show ends. We'll be directly put over there. Take care, guys. As always, not sure what time it is your time, but it's always time to make this money. So let's do it. Let's make this money. My name is Joe, also known as Trader Joe, T.I. Joe, and of course, the original Trade Intuition. Thank you guys so much. See you in the next one. Take care.